Good morning. Just wanted to follow up on, I mentioned the mustard seed story yesterday on the reel I did yesterday, and I just wanted to give some context behind it because that scripture I really struggled with for a little while. The story behind it is I had a close friend in college. Her son had a brain tumor when he was around 7 years old. I prayed, and a lot of us prayed for a miracle, and I was proclaiming a miracle, and God was going to heal him completely and use his testimony to save people to Christ, and had this huge idea. And it was partly personal, probably just, wanting my prayer to be the one that saved him. I'll confirm that was inside of me, probably, and that's not how we was supposed to pray. But in my mind, I had at least the faith of a mustard seed. I had that tiny bit of faith to do that, and for God to use it for good. And he went for treatment, and things were getting better, and people were praying over him that we went to college with, and she was a close friend. It was all over social media, and just thinking God was going to do something big with it and save this child, because no mother should lose her 7-year-old child to brain cancer. But he improved, but it wasn't good enough, and the tumor came back, and it was terminal, and they lost him. And it hit me, and it was a struggle to deal with it. And so I've gone back to that verse and tried to understand it. And I saw a Joe Rogan podcast, and he was interviewing a Christian, and she was translating what she went back, because she was struggling with it too. And so what she looked up is, the scripture says, because of your unbelief, for as assuredly I say to you, if you have faith as a mustard seed, you will say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move, and nothing will be impossible for you. However, this kind does not go except by prayer and fasting. So in this translation, it doesn't even reference size. It references as a mustard seed, and that is the true Greek translation of when it's translated is as or like. So the mustard seed grows into this huge tree. It's the tiniest seed, and it turns into the biggest. It's a bush, but it's really actually a tree. So that's what it ends up turning into. And if you have faith like that, if you're planted in Jesus, you're planted in the right way, and it references back to the sowing of the seeds. So if you're planted in the right soil, if you're praying, if you're fasting, if you're doing all the things, and you continue to do that consistently and build your faith, you build your faith up to be like the mustard tree. That's what he's talking about. That's what he's referencing, and that's what we as Christians need to start working to be and to be like. So I'm gonna put I ran it through AI and kind of did the translation, so to prove that's what it is. But even in this scripture, it doesn't reference size. And so I was thinking, I've got at least the faith of a tiny mustard seed. Why did you not come through for me? And so for non-believers, we as Christians definitely struggle with that as well. We struggle with why bad things happen to good people, why our prayers don't always get answered. But we have to defer to where we are with God and where our faith is with God, what we're doing as far as where we're planting ourselves. Are we consistently reading the Bible? Are we consistently praying? Are we consistently fasting? And I have fasted in the past. I've not done it religiously or consistently, so that's something I think I might start incorporating probably on Sundays. But anyway, I just wanted to pass that along because in this world, faith is something we need to work on. So y'all have a good day. God bless.